Okay, so I made this little paint box, and this is the landscape I'm going to do today on this canvas. It's not completely dry, but this is RM Studio, by the way. I'm doing some lip paintings. I found some supplies I had when I was in art school, although I never had a camera then, so I never filmed anything. But today, I'm going to try to draw this landscape. And you do need to have a lot of supplies if you're going into art school, so gotta keep that in mind. So let's see if I could do this. It gets very messy, by the way. So I need to I want the horizon to be completely low, and I want to keep this about brush painting and marks. So maybe something like that. You will run out of space, then it happens. So it's okay. If you run out of room for something, make sure you just get the window in there. It doesn't have to be perfect or anything. And there's a little gate door here, a little box. It's more about brush painting than anything. A little bit of a mountain, and this is all water. So, when I was in art school, they never really teach you about lines going this way, curving out, and curving, and this comes down. So a little bit more. They don't teach you in art school how to paint, so you got to learn your own style. They just give you some advice. So this isn't not much color into it, so I'm gonna have to put color on my own into little areas. I'm debating whether or not I should buy some art supplies I can show you properly, so I could have something documented for my painting as well. Now I could either make this into a sunset, depending on what colors I have. So that's the horizon, and a little bit of shadow here. Here's a little bit of shadow. So I'm trying to get through here, pick and thin, marking. This is how my style is developed. I learned on my own a lot in art school, but at least in art school you get credit if you don't get into animation. Just remember, art school is expensive as its own diploma-based program, so although it's 1 year less, 3 years, painting supplies are very expensive, and I want to get across my style to you. So I never filmed anything when I was in art school. I wish I did show you some stuff like that. I know some people were filming their art school days, but I never had the experience to do that, so I'm doing that for you now. Because art school, you will get your credit. You will earn a diploma, so having something documented just helps. So I was learning a lot. I was learning from people like Emily Carr or Group of 7. And this is a little doorway here. Those kind of artists that I gravitated to a lot. Once in a while a teacher will step in and help out, but not that often. Sometimes they give you a little bit of tools, what to do, but initially art is pretty expensive, and I really enjoyed oil painting then, and I still do. But I don't think I'm gonna. I will need to buy color. I mean, this gets very messy, by the way. So I have to clean up as I go. If something falls, get a shadow going across, and this will be. I want to get as many marks in here as possible with the brushes. I'm not going to do any palette knife painting. Have clouds in here or something. I can sign it somewhere. RM 2023. Kind of typical Ontario kind of lighthouse setting, where I just want to show you a little bit, develop a landscape. And this is going to be all rock over here, so this is not water, so this is all rock. This is all water here, and more rock here. Try to get some shadows off the rock. Plein air is something completely different, but this is kind of in the studio from photos, so it's a little bit similar, but I will need to buy more paint in order to do the sky properly and the water properly, or it's going to look completely dark. And I don't have the kind of paint available, and this is what my current style is right now. A little bit of added color here and there. I do pick up a little bit. Like I don't have white to mix into the colors. This is all clip, by the way, so it's going to be completely brown clip. And I don't want to close in all the marks I'm putting on the canvas, so I'm not going to do many sessions. Some people go into 5, 6, 7 sessions on a painting, and then we'll lose all the sketching. And you need to have color properly in order not to make things look completely gray. So having yellow, having proper paints is important, white, and that's going to cost a lot of money, so it's a little something like I'm showing you here and there. And there's more clip here. And this is all going to be very light sky, and it's all the lighthouse, Ontario typical lighthouse. And plein air is something completely different. So this is a more study. But about the mark making, that's what I want to get across. A little bit of water here. Now if I had a yellow, white, blue, like I could add that to the sky, but to get something across how to start the painting, how I would start a painting, I would probably now look for some kind of tablet or something, so I could add up my sketches onto it, so I could use a little tablet, and then look at it that way, or from a photo, and just draw your sketch. But if you're working in a situation, I don't sell, so I cannot do this stuff completely to make money, but you need to do a display somewhere, you need to pay for space and all that, and that's where it gets expensive. So I did that for a little bit, but then I stopped. And this is a little bit of supplies I had that I found when I was in art school. You have to buy the big tubes, not the little small ones. Because it's going to last you for a little bit. If you're going to be bigger than this, then definitely you need to buy the large tubes, and they're about $15 a piece for the cheaper brands. And that's a lot of money to make sure you're doing it for credit, not just to learn. So you have to be in art school full time, where you could get credit for something, not just getting help with something. But this is how my painting developed. Thanks for watching. Now, if I had white, yellow, I would do the sky, but I don't have it. This is just acrylic background or gesso, and you need to wash up, cleaning supplies, and all that. It's pretty expensive. Lucky I got out of art school, but once in a while I do want to do painting, but I'm not going to. This is something I want to put out on the camera. I could put out at least one video. Thanks for watching. How I would do my painting. I could go into the rock when it dries a little bit, do another session. So this is the first session. I don't want to go in more than 2 sessions, or you lose your detail and you get too stiff. You get really dinky, and then you lose all your fine detail that you started with. So I don't want to keep it more than 2 sessions for a landscape, to develop the skies a bit more, and maybe the cliff area, and I just want to get a lighthouse out there or some kind of landscape, and I always had an interest to paint a lighthouse. Thanks for watching.